is the ultimate travel guide from the people who know it best. Weekends with Yankee.
We head north to Vermont and the spectacular Connecticut River Valley, where we found a most incredible apple orchard, the Scott Farm Orchard in Dummerston. This is the place where the movie Cider House Rules was filmed. It's also the home of author Rudyard Kipling, who wrote The Jungle Book here. But I'm here today with Yankee food editor Amy Traverso for the apples. Amy is a nationally known expert on apples, and her book, The Apple Lover's Cookbook, is a guide to cooking with many of the heirloom apples that grow here on the farm.
My gosh, this is beautiful.
This is heaven. This is really an extraordinary apple farm. We're going to taste some incredible varieties. Hi, Zeke.
Hello.
I'm Amy Traverso. We've met once at Cider Days.
Yes, okay.
So happy to be with
Hi,
you.
Zeke. I'm Richard Weiss.
Yes, nice to meet you.
I just so admire what you do with apples, and I can't wait to get out into the orchards and see some of these varieties that you grow.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Oh,
do you want to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I call shotgun.
One of the reasons I love apples is the relationship that I can have with the trees that produce the fruit. I go back year after year to prune and shape them, every fall to harvest their fruit, and then to sell it to all the people that come through our door here. All right.
These are black Oxford?
These are black Oxford. They're an apple that grew originally in Oxford County in Maine. I took just a piece of wood, a branch like this, from a black Oxford tree that I'd collected when I was in Maine, and spliced it into that split that I made in the trunk.
Right.
So the top of this tree came from a twig like that.
I'd love to try it.
When I come out in the morning, I have to taste about a dozen varieties to see how they're coming along. And I'm tasting for the starches.
Thank you.
If it tastes like a piece of wadded up paper in my mouth after a couple minutes, I know I've got to wait a while. It's a fine-grained flesh. It's a little juicy. It's lacking in acidity, and so it's a mildly sweet apple. This is all hand labor, from grafting the trees to pruning the trees in the winter, harvesting them, and then grading and packing them out. It's all done by hand. So let's go meet the crew and see how they empty their picking buckets.
And they don't get bruised by dumping them?
No, they're very careful in how they let them out of the bucket.
Gently.
The canvas has an opening in the bottom, and so they can open that and let the apples out very gently. We all work from August into November. We work 7 days a week, and we work from about just before 7 in the morning until maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night. We work all year to grow a crop, and it's the fruit of our labors. Let's go check another variety.
I can't wait to see what it is.
I think of myself as a curator of apples. This is a part of our cultural history that we can taste. It can delight our senses, and so I think it's important to preserve those. This is a Baldwin.
Thank you.
Now, this was the most popular apple in New England. It originated in the early 1700s. It stores very well, makes great pie.
So why has the Baldwin sort of fallen out of favor? I've never seen it in a store.
In the mid-1930s, there was a wicked freeze that killed most of the Baldwin trees. And farmers were reluctant to replant with Baldwin. That's when they started planting Macintosh, which was a cold, hardy Canadian apple. Let's go over to the Roxbury Russet.
Yay. The original, well, not the original American apple, right? But the oldest American apple still in cultivation.
Right. And this grew as we call it a chance seedling in Massachusetts in the village of Roxbury. So let's see how this one tastes.
This dates back, what,
1634 is the first date.
And apples did not exist in the United States?
Until the Europeans came and began bringing sacks of apple seeds with them.
I love this apple so much. There's a lot of honey for me in this.
I get a little guava. Now, when we make sweet cider from this, it's almost like nectar. It's almost like syrup. It's so rich. One of the reasons we don't see it around much now is because of Prohibition. Hard cider was the most popular alcoholic beverage when Prohibition came. And so orchards of Roxbury russet were cut down and then not replanted.
Zeke, I've tasted your ciders. They're some of the best I've ever had. Can we go see how you do it?
Sure, we're pressing this morning, so let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, terrific.
So here's our farm market. We're gonna go see the cider making.
All right.
Right through here. Erin, this is Amy and Richard.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Richard.
Richard, pleasure to meet you.
I was expecting to see the big wooden press with her going.
Well, this is a new era. We've gone to stainless steel. Yeah, and we're using some Cox's Orange Pippin here, the last bushel that's going to go into this mix.
Look at, they're little.
Yeah,
Littler than
yeah,
normal,
smaller this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they give a nice, sweet, floral flavor to the cider, so we use a couple bushels of this. Then we use something that's more tart, like the Renettes or Ashmead's Kernel. And then we use something like Blue Pearmain or Sheep's Nose for, has a lot of pectin, so it gives it a rich mouthfeel.
Right.
You sound like a winemaker.
It's all in the blend.
Are these apples the final apples for this
Yes,
blend?
I've already put in 8 bushels, and this is the
Wow.
last one to go in.
Wow,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Can't wait to try it.
Let's go.
All right.
Last one.
All right.
Wow, look at that. And the seeds are okay? That doesn't...
Yep.
Yep, it's all strained out.
Oh, that's great.
So,
And we just fold the bag over.
yep. And then we'll put the top on, and we'll be ready to press. I'm going to turn the water on, and that's going to start filling the bladder in the center.
Okay.
I know the
Okay.
feeling.
There we go.
Look at the cider start to flow.
I think this is easier than milking a cow. It doesn't kick or anything.
So how long will
You
it
might
take to
want to
extract?
just step this way because the water will shoot out that way.
We'll
Yep.
shoot out, okay. I didn't know this was a contact sport.
Yeah, no, sometimes it is.
How long does it take to fully extract all the juice?
2 to 2.5 hour process.
Thanks for the warning. I was right in that
Thing
path.
starts spitting apple
Okay,
cider.
see, now it's really starting
Now
to
it's
go.
going to
Wow,
really
look at
start to
that.
go.
This is going to be the freshest cider I've ever had.
And the best you'll ever
Oh, the
have,
best.
too.
Okay, well, that
Yeah, I
remains to
think
be
so.
seen. I'm a tough critic here. I'm going to push over like Amy.
I love it all.
Okay. There
Wow.
you go.
Fresh.
There you go. Let me
Okay, so you want honest opinion.
Yes.
Okay, because I do like apple cider.
Wow, that is really, really good. I mean, that nectar-like kind of thickness that you were talking about, I totally...
It's way too good. This is way too good.
Want a refill?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you
Good.
so much. I
You're
mean,
very welcome. And thanks for
Thank
coming.
you so much. This
Yeah.
was such a pleasure.